so this is my well. My house is over there. The project that I'm doing here, a few people are getting confused what I'm doing, is I want to connect this to my house. That's the main aim we're doing here. I'm not trying to survive a nuclear bomb or anything like that. I just want, this is my dream, I want to connect this to my house, right? And have a cool man cave, whatever you want, right? As you can see, the water's going. I think the water was around about this piece of wood not long ago. So now we can go right round here. Ignore the little toad or whatever it is. Oh, he's just jumped in, look. What's he doing there? There's little ones here as well, look. Right, that's it. So that's the bottom of the well. We've got one step remaining. But I don't think we're going to go dry this year because the rain started turning a bit. Right, so let's go in here. Anyone that's new to it doesn't know what's happening here. This is my original bunker. I made this 10 years ago. Didn't put it online, just did it because I wanted it. I thought it was cool. It is cool, but it's not big enough, right? So I started digging the end of December, my Great Escape Tunnel, which as you can see here, I've dug 30 foot in and it goes to the new bunker. This is Dave from the future. You shouldn't be able to see through that hole, but anyway, we'll get to that in a bit. In this video, we need to take all the formwork back out, first job. A lot to do. This all needs to come out today. That's going off higher. These are the ones I use at the top, look. I cut all them washers out, used threaded bar. And the two that pinged off were here, look. And I screwed it on with the impact gun on the back side. Not look whether my threads were fully engaged on the front. So when the concrete came through, it just popped them two there. But all the rest stayed in, look. Luckily. What do you reckon to my slinging? When I worked at Rolls-Royce, I did a course about lifting and slinging. I never saw this in any of the textbooks, but look how well that's lifted up. Extending that strap with a chain, and that just hooked in there. She's nearly perfectly balanced. This is bad. She's coming, I think. Come on. The front wheels of the digger off the ground here. It's going the wrong way, look. I have to put my legs down now. I hope this doesn't unrelease that hook. Come on, legs. Come on, legs. Everything's designed just to hit it and then just, that's it. You don't need any fancy tools or anything like that. Just twist stuff around, flick it up, push your pin out. Like this clip here, that goes there, that adjusts there, and then you got to try and get that out. Well, let's get this one out. That goes there like that. This pin again. And then wobble it out. Watch your fingers. Pull it round and watch your fingers. That's done. Everything's designed just to hit and it comes off. Quite impressed. First panel to come out. See whether we've done a good job or not. So the bits I've got out here, because these were only 2.4 high, the concrete does look quite good, but this bit here, it's not fastened on. It's absolutely solid. It must be that these pieces of wood are damp and they're just really tying it up, I don't know. So I've got to try and pull this whole wall out, I think. That all looks good. If they all look like that, I'm going to be happy. That's all the top shuttering off, apart from this last bit here. I think I've left the wrong one till last because I've got to climb down here now. Right, let's get down here. There's now nothing holding this up. This is worse than that escape shoot I did with Colin. Finally uncovering this lower level now. Just got to load these stillages up, lift them up, put them back out and do it this way. That's all the shuttering off. She is looking good. Tunnel entrance. I'm gonna have to open that up now, aren't I, so we can go back down the tunnel. This came yesterday. So we're going to drop this pea gravel on top of a pipe that I'm putting right round the perimeter. So I'm going to get, next job is get a pipe right round there, pea gravel it all in. After that I can backfill with all the red gravel that we took out. So we're putting this stuff down on top of the concrete and wrap it round, put the pipe in, pea gravel in, and this will stop it getting contaminated hopefully. That's it, we're ready to put this pea gravel down the hole now. Well, let's try this side bit first, see whether that ejects any. I think that's what we need really. So we put the pea gravel in, covered it all up with Taram. So the idea with that white stuff is it stops all the actual bits out the soil above contaminating the actual pea gravel. So that stays a drainage channel then working all the time. Time to open Tunnel Dave again. Right. Next job, we need to tidy all this up. So if I click my fingers, that's better. The wood remove. Wood remove. Right, so emergency power for the bunker. You're all saying what's happens when the power goes off, how's the pumps going to work, etc. lights. I'll display this from AFERY, links in the description for it. This is 2 kilowatt hour power, but it will run 2.4 kilowatt power as well. Now it tells you the input, so the panels are doing 70 watts at the moment. Time to fully charge, 26 minutes because it's nearly fully charged. Right, let's connect this up. Disconnect the power down there, then we'll connect it up and test this out. This is the main feed into the bunker here. So we turn this off. That's it. So look, lights are off. Let's go back upstairs. I've made this link lead here, right? Now this is not what electricians want to see. So, you know, you electricians get in the comments now, but this is only a temporary install. If we're going to do it properly, this is going to link through the power and use it as a UPS backup system. So if I connect that to there, into there, right? How dodgy is that? Right, so that should be on now. We've only got 10 watts in use. The well lights are on. If we go down here, let's check it's working. That's it. So we've got power down here, look. And the breaker is still off. So this will run as a UPS. So you can put the power through it and it'll automatically switch over, which I'll show you in a bit. So let's get this kettle filled up. Try and get this well water in here. It's time for a brew. So if I put that on there, that's on. I think that's a 2 kilowatt kettle. So now look, the output is 2,155 watt. And that's it. The kettle, you can hear it, is on. While we're waiting for that to boil, if you do have a product you think would be handy here, please send me an email. I'm not putting something on the channel that I don't think is good, but I did want a backup system. I think this is really good. Like I say, links in the description. It even says, look, 50 minutes remaining, so it can run that kettle for 50 minutes at that current output. So that's pretty impressive. What I do need though is a good projector for the bunker when it's done, or anything cool down there. Just send me some emails. Thanks anyway for sending this along. Put this in here, like my mug. That's from the local runway. It's the other side of my village, and they've got biplanes there. My mate Paul runs it. Really cool. I'll put a link in the comment if you fancy a flight in an old biplane. I've done it before. It's absolutely great. Okay, so we're still connected up via this cable back down the plug socket, which is completely against all wiring regs, but don't worry about that. I've now got this cable which goes from a shed over there. So the power's on, right? We're now connected direct through this plug. But if I was to unplug this lever, let's show you this, right? So this is now going to run the bunker. So it's always got power off the mains, but if you need it, you can disconnect it. You can see me disconnecting that. Look at that light down there. Lights didn't flicker, didn't do anything. And we're back onto power now. Normal power, aren't we, look? That's it. So it seamlessly goes back on, it's charging again now. So it's got rid of any blip of power or anything like that, and the sump pumps always work. So let's go back out again. Not even a flicker from that light, is there? So next episode I want to install all this, but this is my sump pump. But effectively this pump here, motor rating, 180 watts. So that'll easily do that. So this is the gravel I took out of the tunnel originally in winter when I couldn't get anything near the well because it's too wet. I bagged it up. This bag I bought cheap. I've just tried to move it around here and the bag's popped. So we're going to mix this. All dirt, concrete, look. Lovely. Now we need to infill this again so we can reuse this gravel, because this is the right stuff to put down the side, because it does drain water through it, because it is just sand and stone. But I need the sports dumper back down, so let's see whether we can get it running. Remember, the brakes don't work. This is a long way up for leaving a dumper. Let's see what happens. What a babe. The only problem is, remember there's no brakes on the dumper. I don't want to end up in that hole, do I? So that's filled up that nicely there. That's what I dug out earlier. He's put some shuttering around it, so we're ready for concreting that. Instead of getting concrete tomorrow like I normally do after work all night, I've actually got it on Wednesday, so we're on Monday now. We've got tomorrow to put a bit of shuttering around the outside for the gutter between the brick course and the outer. It's going to have a gutter at the bottom which drains out to the sump. I concreted that earlier up to that height just so this shuttering didn't explode if we put it all in once. But the rest of it will go up straight off the concrete lorry. So I'll get all this filled in as much as I can. One thing to point out while we're down here, look. These walls never caved in, did they? This ground does self-support. You know, everyone said it wouldn't. Therefore, if we do another tunnel, I think we'll get away without any shuttering. We can make a round tunnel and put the shuttering in after a boring machine. What do you think? I did see quite a few at the show at the weekend, so thanks for saying hello to me and everything. I couldn't believe how many people actually watched the channel. I was thrashing this around the arena. We're driving this around at night with the 2 trailers on. But yeah, nice positive comments all weekend, so I like that, thank you. These are the last bits of mesh we need for this job. I'm very excited about it because I hate moulding stuff around. So we've got the concrete blocks now that space up the rebar. We used these last time, I've got these left over. I've got plastic ones as well, but I've got these left over. So they look a bit more robust when we're walking around on it. Just got to sort of scatter these around a bit to support this mesh. Down she goes. So if I rest it across that back wall, so it's concrete day, I'm ready, ready to change, but the weather is chucking it down. Let's have a look whether we're flooded or not. A bit of a pull down there, not too bad. That's it, that's a concrete lorry on its way. Let's get concrete in. See how these boys manage this bit of reversing. Should have cut my head really, shouldn't I? Bloke's like a pro. He's not even looked at the job, he's nearly got straight round. This boy knows what he's doing. He's only took one shunt so far and he's in. Helps when they speak English, I suppose. So we're in Derbyshire, you see, so we've got Derbyshire concrete now. So if you're in Derbyshire, you want some concrete, you know it's cool. We started off with a dry mix down the footing there. We didn't want to explode the rest of that shuttering we put in. Good thing about the self mix, we can mix it and change it as we go along. And then Alex came along and actually helped. He drove the digger for me so I could help rake all this concrete round, which was a massive help. He has said though that if it brings concrete to another site, it doesn't come with a digger driver. I don't think he wants to get stitched together like this, but he did help the channel a lot here. So we're just trying to rake it all out, something like right. The rain's just getting worse and worse and worse, as you can see now. And it was just, I just thought, why is it always hard when we're doing concrete? It's never ever easy, is it? So anyway, we're just pouring the rest of it. We've got it quite a wet mix because it's pretty well self-level. This is only a sub layer. It doesn't do anything. It's just bringing the floor level up. It's going to rain just before we started. Then it's going to be good all day. And what we've got is torrential downpour. But it's sort of helping in the levelling process. Concrete's done. Look, sun's out. We've now got a swimming pool, haven't we? Let's come across here. It's not looking bad really. This isn't the finished floor, this is just a sub-floor, so don't worry about it too much. But when we take the wooden shuttering we put out on the outside, that starts making the cavity drain. It's going to have a brick wall built on the edge of that. 90mm Kingspan on the walls, plus this waterproofing. So I think we'll do the waterproofing next, shall we? Don't forget, if you have liked this episode, give it a like, and if you do like this sort of content, please subscribe to the channel. Don't subscribe if you don't like the content, because there's no point doing that, is there? Right, let's get back to business. The tunnel. So the tunnel, as you can see here, is lining up pretty good with these tracks, right? All good, but all's not as good as I think, because I've lined it up with this layer, and this is just a sub-concrete level. I've got to go up another 100mm up, and then the screed on top with the underfloor heating, so we're going to be 165mm up. So that we can't just do this, look, can we? Look at the angle of the tracks. So I've got to take this tunnel apart next episode, back 10 foot. So that's a bit of a mission for Dave. But it's all screws together, so it's not such a big job. Skim a bit off the top and put another angle section like I did a few months ago in to kick it up. But I also want to steer it about where it is, so when it's coming out, it's coming straight out into the room. So I'm going to draw all on CAD and work out the exact angles I want and take that back apart. So we will be tunneling next episode, so if you missed the tunneling, don't worry, I'm back in the tunnel. Also, I'm going to dig that out by hand, make a sump tank for that new sump pump I got, and then we're going to connect that up. These pipes here are the external drains, and I've got the internal drains that are going to go around this channel we've created here. So all those will go into the sump pump, and all the water will go down there. But don't worry about this flooding, because realistically This is already higher than down there. So even if the pump wasn't working, it worst case scenario is send the water down the tunnel, which would send it down the well anyway. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.